The hearings on the January 6 Capitol riots continue. The hearings on Tuesday focused on the loose affiliations between Trump, his informal political advisors, and members of the right-wing groups like the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys. Here are some of the key takeaways from the hearing. Now, the committee investigating the insurrection highlighted a tweet from Trump from December 2020. The tweet said that there would be a big protest in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. The panel said that this post was a call to action and in some cases even a call to arms for Trump's most loyal supporters. After the tweet, pro-Trump groups rescheduled planned protest for late January and switched the date to January 6th. Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones also promoted Trump's tweet and urged people to go to Washington, D.C. The tweet was sent after Trump met his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, former General Mike Flynn and Sidney Powell, another attorney, for a strategy meeting that one aide described as unhinged. Listen in.
1:42 a.m. on December 19, 2020, shortly after the last participants left the unhinged meeting, Trump sent out the tweet with his explosive invitation. Trump repeated his big lie and claimed it was, quote, statistically impossible to have lost the 2020 election before calling for a big protest in D.C. on January 6th. Be there, will be wild. Trump supporters responded immediately.
Remember, the member of the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers stormed Congress on January 6th, along with thousands of other Trump loyalists, in an attempt to block the certification of Democrat Joe Biden's presidential election victory, which Trump falsely claimed was fraudulent.
I think we need to quit mincing words and just talk about truths. And what it was going to be was an armed revolution. I mean, people died that day. Law enforcement officers died this day. There was a gallows set up in front of the Capitol. This could have been the spark that started a new civil war, and no one would have won there.
The vice chair of the committee, Les Cheney, dropped a bombshell, saying that Donald Trump had recently attempted to contact a committee witness. The witness, who was not identified, did not take the former president and alerted their lawyer. Cheney said that the panel had supplied the information to the Department of Justice as well. Now, the panel also said that the march to the Capitol was planned in advance, but Trump decided not to announce it until the speech he made to supporters on the morning of January 6th. In a previous hearing, Cassidy Hutchinson, an aide to Trump's chief of staff, had said that the president had intended to go to the Capitol himself, but was prevented from doing so by the Secret Service. So far, over 850 people have been arrested in connection with the attack on the Congress. The assault on the Capitol left at least 5 people dead and 140 police officers injured. Trump was impeached for a historic second time by the House of Representatives after the riot. He was charged with inciting an insurrection but was acquitted by the Senate. For more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
Tuesday's hearing regarding the January 6th riot focused on how an angry mob attacked the Capitol building. And the panel attempted to draw a parallel and a connection between the Trump administration and some alleged extremist groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. The committee also played video and highlighted violent and racist language coming from these extremist groups. 6 witnesses detailed an Oval Office meeting back in December 2020 in which former Trump administration officials spiraled into chaos and an argument with some White House lawyers regarding various aspects and plans to presumably overturn the presidential elections. Now, while this committee cannot press formal charges against the former president, what it has been trying to do, not only on Tuesday but previous hearings as well, is to try to detail the full scope of the former president's attempt to stop the peaceful transfer of power and connect his efforts to the violent attacks on the Capitol on January 6th. The Justice Department would ultimately need to decide whether or not criminal charges would be filed against Donald Trump. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.